Best Sun Tzu quotes. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Quickness is the essence of the war. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence it is a subject of inquiry which can on no account be neglected. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. Who wishes to fight must first count the cost. You have to believe in yourself. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. The wise warrior avoids the battle. The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy, so that he cannot fathom our real intent. One mark of a great soldier is that he fight on his own terms or fights not at all. If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not, will be victorious. It is easy to love your friend, but sometimes the hardest lesson to learn is to love your enemy. Thus the expert in battle moves the enemy, and is not moved by him. Attack is the secret of defense, defense is the planning of an attack. Great results can be achieved with small forces. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. To secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. Wheels of justice grind slow but grind fine. Never venture, never win. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Beware your enemy is not. Who does not know the evils of war cannot appreciate its benefits. In battle, there are not more than two methods of attack, the direct and the indirect, yet these two in combination give rise to an endless series of maneuvers. Plan for what it is difficult while it is easy, do what is great while it is small. The opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. If you fight with all your might, there is a chance of life, whereas death is certain if you cling to your corner. Do not swallow bait offered by the enemy. Do not interfere with an army that is returning home. We cannot enter into alliances until we are acquainted with the designs of our neighbors. When the outlook is bright, bring it before their eyes, but tell them nothing when the situation is gloomy. The worst calamities that befall an army arise from hesitation. If there is disturbance in the camp, the general's authority is weak. Hence that general is skillful in attack whose opponent does not know what to defend, and he is skillful in defense whose opponent does not know what to attack. Move not unless you see an advantage, use not your troops unless there is something to be gained, fight not unless the position is critical. Energy may be likened to the bending of a crossbow, decision, to the releasing of a trigger. When your army has crossed the border, you should burn your boats and bridges, in order to make it clear to everybody that you have no hankering after home. Ponder and deliberate before you make a move. Rewards for good service should not be deferred a single day. Begin by seizing something which your opponent holds dear, then he will be amenable to your will. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. If his forces are united, separate them. So in war, the way is to avoid what is strong, and strike at what is weak. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you, this will diminish his enthusiasm. To fight and conquer in all our battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like thunderbolt.